We're definitely doing I'm Still Stranding, right?
Yes, I think you should sing it, and I'll just be the yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see, like, where I should start. Don't you know
I would
that
say,
I'm
yeah,
still
there you go.
stranding, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Don't you know that I'm still stranding after all this time? Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still stranding. That's where you would, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
I was,
Dude, too much bravado. Once again, too much bravado out of you. And I feel like I nailed that.
God, you did. It was a great thing. I nailed it, dude. It's oh my gosh, dude. I have such a low voice in real life.
Yeah, and then whatever, it's what it is you get too excited. You're too excited. Yeah. You're too pumped.
Yeah.
There, that came through. I'm still stranded.
I was 10 feet away from the mic.
I had to back it up.
My falsettos of angels, I guess.
Yeah,
you
just are too beautiful, is what it is. All right, so I'm just gonna do the intro, and we'll try to edit something out of that. Welcome back.
That was fun anyway.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Welcome back to another episode of Flock of Geeks Gaming. I am your host, Kester, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Defense.
What's up, everybody? Good show today.
Yes, this is exciting. We're finally going Death Stranding extravaganza.
It's the whole shebang. We're gonna do Death Stranding 1 and 2 and our feelings of it. And fun enough is Kester and I have restrained from talking about it past like very shallow remarks just for the show. So his feelings on the matter are going to be pretty new to me.
Yeah, I have no idea. I know you like it because you love Death Stranding so much.
Right. Like, he knows I like the first one. I don't even know the extent of how much you like the first game.
Yeah.
So, there's going to be a lot of
dark.
revelations. A lot of revelations for Big D over here.
Yeah, and I think we're going to do first impressions of the first one, right? Or the second one, and then we're going to go back and do kind of like a retro review, our thoughts on the first one.
Right, yeah. Just kind of talking about the new game out. We're going to try to do really spoiler-free as much as possible. Probably first few episodes, maybe. But then tell our first impressions, our first opinions, what we're thinking about it, and then go on to Death Stranding 1 and our overall feelings and thoughts on that game.
Yeah, because there was not much news this week, like, outside of, like, Capcom had a thing, and it was just bikinis and Street Fighter, which is great. Then, other than that...
But what else? I mean, other than saying that, like, go Google it.
Yeah, other than saying that...
There's not much going on.
There was
I think
just nothing this week.
It's almost like the world stood still for Kojima.
It really did. Like, no one cares about anything but Death Stranding. He's bringing the console back.
He is, dude. Dust off your console, boys. It's time to console game again.
All right, so...
Yeah, let's start off. I'm gonna kind of lead us in this episode through the Death Stranding, since I'm the original lover of the game, and I was like, hey, you should play it. So let's talk about it and its polarizing reception on its release. It came out in 2019, so it came out right before COVID. Little weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, like, so Death Stranding came out kind of like when we were learning about COVID and the shutdown, and the game is pretty much about
the end of the world.
So,
isolation, yeah.
Yeah, and it was flagged as the fucking delivery simulator with Norman Reedus, with the guy from Walking Dead.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this game is, like, every time Death Stranding was described to me, I was like, that sounds like the worst video game I've ever heard of.
Yeah, and the concept, I think, still sounds terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that this works. Maybe we'll try and discover why Death Stranding actually works throughout this episode. Because
I think that you're right. I think that's a legit question. Like, maybe we can kind of pinpoint the fun of this game.
Yeah, because it is just running to a marker over and over again, but for some reason it works.
Yeah. I have theories. I've been thinking about it for years.
Yeah.
So there are theories, but I just wanted to just like start this episode off with saying this game is extremely decisive, but weirdly coincides with real life in a weird way. And I think Kojima, I don't know if he saw it coming. I don't want to go that far.
No, he's not psychic, man.
Right, but I think, he definitely is saying a lot with this game. And it's gonna be so much to dive into. There's just so much depth to this motherfucker. And then I think that the Death Stranding 2 in general was kind of it wasn't necessarily a surprise once the game settled, but like initially thinking that this game would ever get a sequel on how bad it was bashed and shit on. And like it's just remarkable to me that like Kojima's art came through and like got this fucking far with this idea.
Yeah, the concept is bad, but like I don't know why it's fun. It just is. And I think that like that first game too, which we'll get to eventually, it's like it feels so complete. Like, it didn't seem like it would lead into a sequel, and that's where I was, like, kind of like, where are we going to go with this in a sequel? And so far, I am loving every direction we've gone so far.
I couldn't have picked him. Yeah, exactly. What direction are we going? I don't know, but I love it. I love everything we're doing.
Yeah, I am loving the second one because, like, I have trouble saying that the first one is actually like a good game and fun. I think it's like interesting and it's compelling and it's worth playing. This one gets rid of so many of the gameplay annoyances. Like, there's not as much hitting a rock with your tricycle and trying to get it to go somewhere. So,
yes, agreed there. It's not as obnoxious. This game is not as obnoxious as the first game.
No, and plus, like, I think you have a sense of, like, what you're supposed to do and, like, how to traverse things. And I also think it's cool because, like, everyone's playing it. Like, the world is so vibrant with, like, how the multiplayer works, where, like, you build structures for each other and stuff. There's so much of that out there right now that it makes it feel like, you know, everyone is working on this to link up Australia together, and it feels like almost like a community.
It feels like an MMO in a way. Like I get this weird vibage of like it's a game about being like a lone delivery driver, but I feel like I have an army with me all the time because there's signs. There's, like you said, there's like little, I like to call them the mushroom towers. But the savior towers just like spread throughout the land that just make you feel safe because you're like, you know, people have been here, people have walked through here, and I was gonna say that too today. Even I was just kind of driving around and just looking. Like I was specifically just trying to like figure out why this game is fun because I knew this question was gonna come up today, and I noticed in the distance just little people walking, and I just like drove up to them, and they're like little other postmen, you know, and they're just come over and they like give you stuff, and they're like, "You're the best, see ya," and they just like fuck off, like later, dudes. Like
yeah, like I love whenever they're like Sam, you can yell at them too as Sam. You're just like, "Hey, my load's bigger," which is hilarious.
Yeah, but I think it's just those little things of like, you're right. It's this mass community of playing it, and the first game didn't quite have that because it was so polarizing and people didn't know if it was a game. Like no one knew if they should play this. Like, is this a game?
Is this a game or not? Like, yeah, because the only reason I played it is because of your love for it. You convinced me because everything I've ever heard about the game, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna like this.
And I even told you, like, I don't think you should play this. I don't want to convince you otherwise. This is the greatest game I can't recommend.
Yeah, it is tough to recommend to people because you're going, like, who knows if you're going to like this? Like, it doesn't make sense that you should like this or I like this.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all. And I think, I mean, maybe I don't know. We got to find the fun, and I think I might know what it is.
I know why I kept playing it, I feel, and I think it's just like, we can get into it more in the first one, but it's like, it's so fucking compelling. Like, what is going on? What's that? Where am I? Like, what's this rain? Like, why are there ghosts in real life? Like, there's just so many questions you have, and you just want to keep pushing forward to see what's gonna happen.
Well, and the other thing is, like, you want to push forward, and you know there's going to be, maybe not the payoff you want, but it's gonna be interesting, and it's probably going to be something out of left field.
Yeah, it really is. It's gonna be intriguing, and it's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be usually cool.
It's always cool. It's what the fuck is going on? I love this. What the fuck is going on? Why do I love this? It's a remarkable feeling that he does. I think that the brilliance, and I think he nails it in Death Stranding too, of he does the perfect amount of, like, game cycling where, you know, you get your job, you do the journey, you deliver your job. It's a simple, like, 1, 2, 3 kind of deal. And then all he does, and it's satisfying of its own, but all he does is he adds in little pieces of interesting things in between each mission. You know, a little bit of spice here, a little bit of spice there that makes the world just a little bit more alive. Just a tiny bit. Like, you could barely notice it. And then after, like, you know, a dozen missions, you realize that the whole valley's lit up. Like, there's people walking now. Like, before, there was nothing but rain and BTs, and all of a sudden, you've literally changed this world, and people are thanking you, and you're actually giving them interesting items and building roads and infrastructure, and
yeah, and it's really
the dopamine drip is just constant.
And it's really cool, like, when you build a road and, like, people are using your road, you get little messages like, hey, this guy's using your road. He gave you a thumbs up. Like, I don't know why.
Right, or your bridge. Yeah, it's just it's the constant reassurance of just, like, you're playing a game, you're doing a good job, and you're not just helping yourself. Like, you're like, I don't feel like building this bridge, but if I build this bridge, it'll really help me, but it'll also help, like, a ton of people, so I guess I'll do it. And, like, you make a couple extra trips just for that kind of situation.
And it is so weird because you're right, it's like such a game about, like, being isolated, but then there's, like, such a community aspect to it as well. It's so wild.
Yeah, it's like, how can you have a community in the apocalypse? Is like what this is kind of what Kojima, I think, is trying to answer. And he does it with social media, but it all comes from the initial reaction. Like, there's nothing until Sam touches you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's up to Sam. Like, it's really up to the player to bring that full circle.
Yeah, to connect the world. And
they do a great job of making you feel like you're connecting the world.
And, like, I think the second one too, it's doing a better job of making the world feel more vibrant. There's more, like, areas of BTs. There's also a lot more, like, regular human enemies, and I have such a blast fighting those. Like, fighting in this game, like, even just, like, the punching, like, just running up to a guy and you just start punching the shit out of him. It's so much fun. Like,
dude, the running drop kick of death.
Yeah,
the one-hit drop kick. I love it. It's so fun.
Yeah, you have like, the grenade pistol. I love if you shoot a guy and they don't die, you can just walk up and curb stomp them. Like, all the weapons in this one are improved over the first one too.
I think it's more beneficial I think it's more fun, and it makes more sense to fight in this one. over the first game. So I think the action and combat is like tenfold improved, honestly.
Oh, it's way better. Like that first game, I would just try to drive past everyone or run past everyone. This one, I'll go in and fuck some shit up.
Yeah, because it's just fun. It's like you feel like a badass, and and then you get that sign of like enemy base neutralized, and then I have my music player playing, so then my music immediately will kick in after everyone's dead, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's another actually like very good improvement over the first one, is like they have the music player and you can set tracks, because in the first one it seemed like to just play random music at random times.
Yeah, it was definitely more of a scenic soundtrack. Like once you hit this specific scenario, you got this grand look at this city or this mountain, you would get a really, cool tune or something like that would fit the mood. This game still does that, but then on top of it gives you the option to listen to some really awesome music whenever you want.
Yeah, it's a really nice touch. There's a lot of quality of life with the second one. I mean, it is pretty close to the same game as the first one, but like a lot of annoyances are taken out to the point where I would say it's vastly superior to the first game, gameplay wise. It's hard to tell story wise, but I'll tell you what, like the first time I think you're there where you find out who the red guys are.
Yeah, I got to the first boss battle.
Yeah, like that part was like, holy fucking shit. All right, this shit just got real. And I got to the first, like, remember in the first game how you were just being like various wars?
Yes, the flashback.
Did you get to the first one of that?
No, I have not hit a flashback yet.
Okay, so I got there. So like all that stuff's still solid. But it feels very samey to the first game so far, gameplay-wise, everything. It's just, like, much smoother, much better. But for a game where I was like, I don't know how he's going to continue the plot of this game, because when we get into the first one, it's like, you saved the world, I thought. Like, you stopped extinction of humanity. But so far with the story, I feel like he's justified another game.
Yes, and I think it's worth talking about that too. So the first game's, this isn't really spoilers. I think it's literally the description of the game. Like you are connecting the United States of America. So in this game, you're starting off in Mexico, and then you do branch off somewhere else. I don't even know that, because I'd say Mexico's like the prologue, like the intro.
Yeah, there's only like 2-3 points in Mexico. I
think there's 4. So when you go to Australia, it's not too much of a spoiler, and that's where the game kind of really opens up. But yeah, it definitely is following the same steps as the first game, which I don't mind, because that was a solid game experience, and it hit a lot of good notes. So far, I think it's been fine. Like the pacing's been great.
Oh, the pacing is phenomenal in both these games.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about the setting compared to the first one? Are you liking Australia and Mexico?
I think I'm liking Australia and Mexico better, especially because I've probably gotten a little bit further than you. The environment feels bigger in this one, and it feels more varied. Like there's like deserts, there's woods, there's mountains, whereas the first game was kind of just like green hills, then mountains, then the end of the game.
You're right. It was very like Scotland or like Lord of the Rings journey environments. Like it kind of felt like that, like you were in the hills of Scotland or something.
Yeah, definitely in the beginning chapters, and then it was like at a certain point in that game it became like plateaus, then mountains, and then I think like once you got to the other side of the mountain, that was kind of the end of the game.
Yeah, it kind of just branched to the end of the game. Yeah, for sure.
Like this one has mountains, but it also has like jungles, forests. It feels more varied in its environmental design.
Yeah, I think that they've kind of doubled down on it and like are doing everything to their advantage now, as opposed to the first one. You could kind of just feel they were kind of feeling out the environment. Now they're using it to their advantage. you can tell that they're setting the players up to put specific things, specific places to help you out, which is nice. Yeah, I've been personally enjoying it a lot too.
Yeah,
I can't say I like it more so far or less. It's been a pretty solid like continuation of the same thing that I actually really am happy about.
Yeah, I would say I kind of like it slightly better just because I feel like I'm not as annoyed with the traversing as I could be in the first one.
The first game let you struggle bus a lot longer than this game does.
Yeah, it really did. Like this game, you get vehicles like almost right away. It feels like.
Yeah. You get that electrical bodysuit that pretty much stabilizes you all the time, so you don't have to worry about that much.
Yeah, you can get like backpack accessories so you can carry more. It just feels like it moves itself to where the last game was really quickly, which I don't think is a bad thing.
Right. And it like everything that they add upon, like the backpack customization, like that was something so nice that you never would have really thought would have been added. That you like, I wouldn't have been like, you know, what would be cool if now you could put trinkets and patches on your backpack, and that's kind of your thing. Like, I wouldn't have thought about that, and it's fun. It's cool. It's neat that you get to see it all the time.
Yeah, and one thing I also really like about this sequel is I like the new BTs, like the bigger ones that can actually see you. Because those fuckers feel intimidating.
Dude, those eyes when they look over.
Yeah, they remind me of those things in Zelda where they, you know what I'm talking about? When you're trying to sneak around in Zelda and they like stare at you and follow you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But they feel intimidating, and if they catch you, so like in the first one, when the Death Stranding guys got you, it was like, okay, whatever, I'm just going to walk out of this muck. When those big dudes get you, it's like they send that like giant fucking thing at you, and it's unrelenting. So it's like, if you get caught by one of those guys, sometimes I'm just like, okay, load last checkpoint. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not trying to get out of this.
Yeah, or you got to gear up and just fucking fight it.
Yeah, sometimes it is fun fighting the BTs in this one, too. That's another thing that is better in this one, because like right off the bat, like I think in the prologue area you kill a BT, so you can basically fight from the beginning anything you want. Whereas in the first game it was like if you got caught by one of these things, all you could do is run.
Yeah, it's definitely, you're like, Sam's starting from scratch again, but he gears up quick enough and you never feel like not the best porter in the world. Like, you're just kind of like, ah, shit, I just got to get my stuff again. Like, you constantly still feel like a badass.
Yeah, they do a very good job of making you feel like a badass. And I like the inciting incident in this too, that like makes Sam get back out there. We can't talk about it though because it's spoilery, but I like just, you know, why he goes back out, because like I said, it was like hard for me to imagine why this was going to continue, but everything so far has been really good.
Total sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
And I love Norman Reedus in this game. Like, I think him being the main character, I'm fine with it. I think he's fun. I think it's just, he's like the down to earth, I'm gonna say it again, motorcycle grunge that's kind of necessary in this environment, because everyone running this show is very intelligent and, like, you know, kind of conniving in some way or another. But then you just get like Norman Reedus, who's just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
and like just does all the hard work, and it's an interesting perspective, and it makes you feel like him. It really does, because he's just like some guy.
Yeah, you know? and another good thing about him is like he's not phoning this in. Like, he's out there. He seems like he's having a good time playing this role. Like, he brings a lot of like energy to it.
He really does. Like, I think even the first game, I think he was kind of probably feeling it out. This second game, he definitely, I think, went for it. He like knew it was weird. He knew Kojima's vision was obscene and he might never reach it. but like I think he just kind of went as hard as he could, and it definitely pays off. He sold it to me. Like I think Reedus is doing great.
Oh yeah, Reedus is doing good. I really like all the cast in this.
I was gonna say that I kind of wanted to lead to that conversation. How are you feeling about the cast? Because my initial was, man, I didn't love every character from the first game, but they were all very memorable to me, and they were cool. You know, I mean, I didn't know if Guillermo del Toro was really gonna be topped, but I think they might have done it, dude. I met Rainey.
Rainey is great. I love Fragile, dude. I love the
she is awesome.
Like great performance. I like how she's always smoking. I like her little like hands like scarf that she has.
You think it'd be weird, but it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I like Rainey. There's another new girl, and I like her a lot too, and her
I've seen images.
Yeah, Tomorrow, she's great, and oh my god, there's a cutscene with her. Can't wait. Yeah, I love the cast in this. Del Toro. I wish Del Toro was gonna be in it more, but I don't know. Maybe he couldn't like commit as much. I really like Troy Baker in this series too, man.
He does a fucking awesome job.
Like he really does so fucking good in this, and he's another one too, man, where he knows he's the villain and he is cackling it up and loving it.
Oh yeah, he's living it, dude. And like, I've never seen a better like probably Kefka that's not Kefka.
Yeah, that's an apt comparison. It's close.
Like I think it's just he's just going to become more and more and more Kefka as the game goes on.
Yeah, and he has that mentality of like the Joker, where he just wants to destroy for no real reason. It doesn't seem like he has like any sort of vision other than he wants to destroy everything.
And honestly, the game does a great job of like making you feel like, is there a purpose to this? Because I feel like Higgs is just gonna destroy it.
Yeah, like he's coming for this. Like he doesn't care. Like he's such a great villain, man. He's so fun in this. Yeah, and he was fun in the first one. He was such a dick.
I know, dude. I know.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, like,
but he comes back. He's great. I really enjoy him as well.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying all the cast in this so far. So it's as a continuation. I think it's so far. It's hard to say because so much of that first game for me is the story. So you kind of have to see where this is going. But as a continuation, I think it's pretty much as perfect as you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's one of the best sequels of just like straight up. This is a sequel. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it's, no complaints really, but it's true. It's probably one of the best ones so far. I mean, unless it really takes a shit.
Yeah, I don't see it taking a shit. I feel like I want to say I'm like 20 hours in. I actually, I was watching your stream while I was playing it, and we were at one point like at the same spot. It was insane. You were like, I was 30 seconds ahead of you.
And the same guy, the same base, the same dialogue structure. The chances of that are insane.
Yeah, insane. So then I look back and I'm like so far ahead of you. I was like, you know what? I need to like maybe take my time with this a little bit more. And I did really enjoy actually slowing it down. And I think because when I played the first one, my only intention was to get through it, that I kind of didn't take my time with it. And like after I like was watching you play, I'm like, you know what? I think Andrew's right. Like I'm gonna go more cozy now. And I just for 10 hours I went back and just cleaned up side missions, and I was just having so much fun with it.
That's it, man. It's a nice it's a great progression if you take it that route, because the game gets heavy, dude. It gets real heavy. It gets difficult. It gets dark. Like real fucked up shit happens. And then it's like then you could just kind of go make some people happy for a while, and you can make yourself happy for a while. You could plan some routes and make your life easier and alleviate some of that like sad cutscene you just witnessed.
Yeah,
and then
the
get back
roulette.
to it when you're a little annoyed, you're like, fuck the artist. I don't feel like going to her thing anymore. I'm gonna push on to the next order now.
Yeah, because there is a lot of unrelenting sadness in the first one. This one actually hasn't had as much sadness so far.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you there. It's definitely been kind of just like, this happens, we're pushing forward, we're going to just keep going, you know?
It's like more uplifting so far.
I agree, and that's what scares me, and that's kind of why I come back to, like, there's this looming idea that Higgs is just going to destroy everything. It's going too well.
Yeah, Higgs is definitely going to monkey wrench the shit out of this at some point.
Yeah, there's something coming. There's some kind of betrayal, something sneaky's coming.
Yeah, because it's the same thing. Like, what are the robots? How's he moving through the tar? He doesn't seem to have a plan besides he wants to fucking destroy Sam, but he knows he can't kill him. It's so great.
Yeah, it's a really awesome. It's a wonderful conundrum that they're in.
It's so exciting. I'm sorry. Like, that's kind of where my problem was, because like after that part happens with the first boss and you see him again, I'm just like, oh my god, I want to know what's gonna happen, and I like kind of laser focus the story too much, and I'm like, you know what? I do this all the time, man. Like, I beat games too fast. I rush through them. I'm like, there's nothing coming out. I have nothing else to play. Like, I'm going to go back and just calmly clean up and relax. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to do that.
Yeah, and the thing, too, it's a great game of coming back to situations that you know, like with a car now. Now you have basically infinite cargo that you can just shuffle back and forth between these bases, and you're dropping off shit tons of stuff and getting tons of likes and probably an upgrade most of the time, at least, or a patch, you know, depending.
Yeah,
but you're getting something for your struggles. But meanwhile, every trip is a little bit easier. You know, every time you go back to that spot, you either find a new route or you've made a new route for yourself. And it's satisfying.
It's very satisfying. And even like learning the open world where you're like, okay, to get up to the musician, I can go down this way and then go up the mountain here as opposed to trying to go back through here. Like, it's very satisfying for some reason.
That is exactly the key. For some reason. It is inexplicable. You have to experience that situation for yourself. Like loading up, setting off, getting to your destination, dropping it off, getting thanked, receiving information, and then like being like, you know what, I'm gonna do some more of this.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go back to, and even planning like I'm gonna take this load, and then that'll like hit it up in this order. It's just weirdly satisfying.
This game, it's like a weird. It has. I hate to say this. It's like going against my nature. It kind of has something for everyone in a sense that even the first game doesn't. Because this game improves so much with like combat and that sense that you could play the game more like that, collect materials, and just build things. You know, it's a lot more open to that than even the first game. So it kind of has it's hard for me not to recommend Death Stranding 2, but the issue is I don't think you can play this game without playing the first one.
No, you can't. You cannot.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible.
You would not get it if you didn't play the first one. So I would say for this one, I'm loving it. I don't want to throw out a final score or anything right now, but highly recommend.
It's going to be so remarkably difficult to take the crown away from Expedition 33 just because of how remarkable that game is in every sense.
This is just a battle for second this year.
Yeah, it really is, yeah. But I don't want to take away how amazing this game actually turned out, in my opinion. I am so satisfied with this. And how even during like any time I'm like happy, sad, I can jump on, deliver some freaking packages, and feel like $1 million.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so far it might be the game that, if it wasn't for Claire, it would have been Death Stranding 2.
Yeah, it might be like a really like hard second.
Yeah, that is a shame. Do you want to do the first game then?
Yeah, let's move on to the first game. So, it sounds like we're both really on board for Death Stranding 2. That's awesome. But Death Stranding 1 was kind of the question that I've been throwing out. I mean, you knew I loved it, and you knew I didn't recommend it to you because I knew you. I knew you. You wouldn't like this kind of game.
No, I wouldn't.
So tell me what really made you do it and how you felt about play. Like, give me your little like elevator speech on your Death Stranding experience.
So I think Death Stranding it immediately hooks you. Like that intro of like whenever you're just riding the bike, you get knocked off, and then it's like you have your first experience with the beach things, the BTs, where it's just like they're leaving the fucking footprints. It's just like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? Like, then when it's raining, it ages people. Like, you were just so hooked with the concept of like, I want to know what the fuck is happening here. Like, I am so intrigued by this. Like, I don't even care what the gameplay is. Like, I want to know what the hell is going on here. I think it just nails you right from that first cutscene. It's so intense. Like,
it's one of the best opening cutscenes. I think it's underrated, to be honest. I think I want to say that Last of Us might have one of the other interesting ones with
Last of Us, Uncharted. There's a lot of good intros, but this one, man.
You're right. When it comes to like, like when I watched that cutscene, it's like I have so many questions, but I knew that if I paid attention, they'd all be answered because that's how Kojima works.
Yeah,
he shows you everything and then slowly drip feeds you the fucking answers, you know?
Yeah, because I honestly, this one, I don't know if it is a good game, but like it just keeps building off of that. Like, so you have that intro and then you meet Fragile. Like, so suddenly there's this girl that can teleport and she's eating bugs, like, and then right after that, you get to the first town and you have to, like, escort the body to the fucking incinerator.
It's not even the body, it's the fucking president's body, isn't it?
No, that's after. So because I just played this, that guy comes out with a body and he's wearing BB on his chest, and as you're driving, so like it goes from like, what the fuck are these invisible creatures, to, oh my god, the rain ages you, and now you can see the monsters if you have this baby on you. Then the fucking truck falls over and the body explodes and it's like a nuclear blast. It's just so crazy. There's no way that you can like watch all this and not be like so intrigued as to what the fuck is going on that you have to just play it. Like, you have to know. Like, I don't know how you could watch that and be like, I'm good, I don't need to know what goes on here, what's going on here. Like,
so do you think Kojima just had such a good idea that he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna make it and then try to make gameplay for it, or do you think it was the other way around? I think this is the genius of this man.
Yeah, like, I don't know, because the story is what makes the first game for me, man. Like, that whole part, and then like Sam gets exploded basically like by a nuclear bomb, but then you just come back to life and, well, he's undying. Why is he undying? Like, it's
why did you survive that?
Why did I survive that? Now I'm in charge of the BB, and then then the president dies, who is also your mom. Like, there's so many fucking questions. Your third mission in the game is to drag your mom's dead body up the hill and incinerate it so she doesn't explode.
Right. delivery simulator, Kester.
Yeah, like I think he came up with the story and the world, and then he's like, how do I make this a game? Delivery simulator, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's wild.
I just don't know how this man so flawlessly created a story that mixes with such boring gameplay that's fun.
Yeah.
So well. Like, when I'm playing Death Stranding, I'm not, like, playing a game and watching cutscenes. I'm like, the whole thing is the game. Like, none of it is a separation. The experience is a whole experience. You know? There's no separation.
Yeah, it's wild, and it's just like the way the game flows after that, because it's like, then you find out, like, your mom's dead, and then, like, your sister's being kidnapped on the other side of the country, so you gotta go link up the country to save your sister. And the whole time you have, like, the beach things are, like, just such an interesting concept. So the more you learn about it, and just the way the world, like, slowly unravels. So beach things are basically the dead that are leached into our world through a beach that everybody has that they go to when they die. It's just madness.
It's like almost as if you went to limbo and then you were, like, phasing through limbo back into reality.
Yeah, essentially.
And the limbo is your beach. Like, that's, if you just replace limbo with beach, it's the same, pretty much the same concept. This is Kojima's, like, limbo simulator apocalypse.
Yeah, basically. And, like, just to, I mean, we can almost just go through, like, certain story beats of, like, so fucking, the beginning, it's, like, really cool, and then you're, like, getting a handle on it. Like, once shit starts going down, like, some of these characters and their backstories, so, like, Mama, you remember her? Like, her,
oh my god, the
tragedy of her. She has a baby that's a beach thing that, like, she was trapped under rubble for days, and her baby died but didn't cross over, so now it's still attached to her. It's, like, so fucking disturbing.
Yeah, and then she's a twin, right?
Yeah, she's a twin, and they somehow merge, if I remember correctly.
Mama dies, and then, like, their souls merge into the one twin, and they become one person that helps. Like basically two NPCs become one with a beach, and, like, she actually, and it's so sad that she, like, cuts her beach thing's baby's umbilical cord. She kills her baby that's also a ghost. Like, yeah, like, and I do want to preface this. What is his fascination with pregnant women and babies? Like, that is definitely significant. You think it's like a rebirth thing or something?
Could be. Yeah, because, like,
maybe it's a fetish? I don't know.
It's even confusing, like, so you have the baby with you, the beach baby. Is that what it stands for, BB? Breach baby.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's yeah. You're right.
And it's like they're cut out of their mother at 7 months, and for some reason this allows them to see into limbo.
Correct. It's like their way of seeing into the beat. They can see both sides.
Yeah. So if you're hooked up to one, so every time you hook up to one of these things, you can see it. And, like, when Sam hooks up to it, he has flashbacks of, what's that actor's name? Why am I blanking on it?
Mad Mikkelsen,
dude. And yeah, like,
it's awesome.
Yeah, Mad Mikkelsen in a lab and stuff. So it's like, what is good?
Smoking.
He's always smoking. Dude, that's, like, his superpowers. He can manifest cigarettes and then light them.
That's great.
Like,
I love it.
I wish I had that power. I mean, I'd have died of lung cancer by now, but it's still a good power.
It would have been. You probably would have got laid a lot more.
Yeah, definitely. and that's another thing. Like, you're hooking up to BB and you're seeing these visions of. It's just this game is like, well, what's he doing? Like, constant questions. Like, it's just constant questions of like, what's he doing? Then it's like, I'm trying to save my sister, but you can talk to her on the beach. Like, why can I do that? Like, how does this chiral network work that I'm linking up? And a lot of it's never even explained.
Well, that's the thing. And I think that's like I was kind of saying, Sam's just as ignorant as you are. Like, doesn't know what any of this is past you do, and you can feel it. So you can really relate to him. And I think that's why he's such a relatable, awesome character in this role.
Yeah, and just like some of the plot beats in this are really fucking intense. Like even Fragile's backstory, what fucking Higgs does to her.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's terrifying. Like it was hard to watch.
Yeah, a lot of these situations that this game puts you in are even hard to like process, and then sometimes they make you do it. Like you're like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, yeah, you
especially
don't.
near the end, and you always. I think the first game, rightfully so. Like you know you're doing this for the greater good, but you know something's wrong. Like there's something wrong with this.
Yeah, and that's there's so many disturbing things. Like Fragile, basically, he like makes her run through the time rain, but puts a helmet on her so her body ages, but her face stays young. It's so disturbing.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious too because of the second. Well, no, I'm going to say never mind.
Yeah. We don't want to say anything about the second game.
That's right. Sorry.
Hartman too. He's another tragic figure in this fucking game.
What a fucking like when I think about interesting characters in video games, he actually is one of, I think, the most interesting characters I've ever come across in a video game.
Yeah, definitely. Like his whole idea, like of what he kills himself every 27 minutes so he can search the beach for his dead wife and child, and then brings himself back to life, then kills himself again. Yeah.
I think he lives for 27 minutes, kills himself for 3, and comes back and does it again, over and over and over and over, and like lives in a padded house so in case he falls over, he dies. He doesn't like hurt himself, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, all because like as he was dying, he saw his wife and his daughter go into the beach, and then he came back. So I'm guessing he's trying to find them to pull them out, or is he just trying to find them to die with them? I don't know.
I think he's trying to find them to die with them. He wants to be with them on the beach.
Yeah, he wants to go to their beach essentially.
But then with that in mind, he's doing this all with, passion and love. He is the greatest person to go to for beach information because he fucking goes there every 27 minutes.
Yeah, and he's like trying to map the entire thing, which is like infinite space.
That, again, fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's a deep character, man.
Yeah, and I just love that idea. It made me want to help the guy because he was so dedicated. It's like the least I could do was deliver this package.
Yeah, I always did want to help him. Like the thing about the like characters that are on your side in this, you do like them. Like you want to help them as best you can.
I definitely agree, and I think Die Hardman was the one that in the first game I was the hardest up to trust as a player. Like I kind of knew Guillermo del Toro was good, but Die Hardman was like, eh. Yeah,
first of all, Die Hardman, great name.
Yeah, oh, it's fucking great.
And he has the cool skull mask, yeah.
yeah, he's like real broad and muscular.
But he does feel like he's going to betray you the whole time, but he never does.
Right. He never does. And I still think it's such good character writing that when the credits roll, I'm like, that guy could probably still betray him.
Yeah, we don't know about it. Yeah, like I'm still not sure about that guy, and it's been 80 hours.
Exactly, and I just think it's a test to the writing of every single one of these characters.
Yeah,
You know,
like
he could just, and he introduces them flawlessly. It's almost like a Tarantino-esque kind of like, all of them are so well established, you know.
And it's cool. Like some people in this world have powers that they get because they're like more in tune. What do they call them? Creighton levels.
Oh yeah, like they have dooms.
Yeah, dooms. And I like in this game too because it has you enter your birthday at the beginning, and my sign doesn't have high dooms, so it's like fuck you. Like you're making me feel bad right out the bat.
I do.
Oh, you got high dooms?
I do, yeah. It says Cancer has high dooms. I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah, like I don't have the high dooms, and I feel like I'm missing out on something. But I mean, who
I'll
the
let
fuck
you know.
knows? Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Like who the hell knows? Because Capricorns, they do not have the high dooms. But yeah, like that's what's cool. Like Fragile can teleport, and then you get Higgs, Troy Baker, and like I said, he is just cackling it up, having the best time with this. Like he is so evil and just such a dick.
Can we talk about the incognito Higgs delivery man? Like he looking like a pizza guy.
Yeah,
he's like delivering a bomb, and he just gives it to Sam, and I just thought, I was like, Sam, that's Higgs, dude. Like this, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like
what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like
it's Higgs.
It's Higgs. He's just got a
It's like a bad. So good.
Yeah, it's like he put on like a fake mustache and like
and it really was.
And it
was
worked.
like a fake mustache and aviators with a hat, and he showed up with a package for Sam and delivered it. And Sam's like, "Oh, thanks."
Oh, dude, you know what else I really love in this game too is the boss fight against Higgs. Is just you throwing suitcases at him and then running up and punching him.
No,
Like, it's not like you think it's gonna be this like epic gunfight, and like Higgs has guns, he could teleport and shit, but you're just throwing rocks at him and then you run up and punch him.
You're the fucking delivery man, and you don't forget it.
It's so good. And he is just like such a great bad guy. And then like the whole thing turns out that what you're trying, your sister Amelie is what actually the same person as the president. She's your mom, but that's her beach version. Like it's
right.
Yeah, it's wild.
Right.
And she is an extinction creature. And these come around every once in a while to completely wipe out life as we know it. So she's the one that killed the dinosaurs, which is great to me.
Well, it's not that she's the one. They're individual entities. So
Yeah.
she's just the next. She's the next one. So one of these entities did kill the dinosaurs. Yeah, like that's the idea. Like one caused the ice age. Like all of the major disastrous events of the Earth were caused by like 5-6 different entities, and it turns out your mom is on the beach,
also your sister,
who's also your sister, is one of these not nukes. This is like a like it's a catastrophic event. Like it's worse than a nuke. Like,
yeah,
the mom
yeah,
really sucks.
It does basically just wipe out all life in the. Is it like the universe or just Earth? Like it's very unclear.
I think it would just be the planet. It's pretty unclear, but I think it's just kind of an extinction event of the planet.
Yeah, and it's like the Death Stranding happens right before the end of the world, basically.
Yeah, it's like the end times kind of thing.
Yeah, so you know it's coming. And I like how she you do like actually like stop her, but that's why I don't know where this second game is going. Like I feel like we stopped her and the fucking Stranding was over, but it wasn't. It's not.
Yeah, it's very unclear. It just kind of kept going.
Yeah,
I don't quite. It's just like, let's connect the world now.
Yeah, and I could see even after Australia we go to the like fucking Europe and connect that. Like I'd be down.
I was thinking the same exact thing. Death Stranding weirdly opened up to be like a really easy trilogy all of a sudden, where a game I didn't even could be a sequel, could have a sequel, could all of a sudden become an easy trilogy I'd throw money on.
Oh, absolutely. And like a really cool thing in the first one here is, so the visions you're having of BB, that's actually you. That's not BB.
Yeah, right.
Like,
you
what a
are
fucking...
a BB.
Yeah, you are a BB. Like, that twist was insane. Like...
Yeah.
Basically, fucking... What was the guy's name? Because it was Clifford, right? Matt Nicholson?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's Cliff.
Clifford Ungard or something.
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Turns out he was your dad, and fucking your mom/sister murdered him and stole you and raised you. Like, that was such a wild twist.
Yeah, like you're not even related to this person that sent you on this journey of connecting to destroy the world. Like, Sam is the usher. He's basically like one of the four horsemen.
Yeah, because he was the original BB.
Yeah, like that game is so cool because then you get the flashbacks, which I personally thought were awesome. Like, they were so much fun to, like, you're like World War I trenches fighting like people and stuff.
Because like his rage was so intense that he was able to pull people onto his beaches, and since he was like a soldier, his beach was just like wars. So like, you were in like every war from like World War I onward.
Yeah, and like and then his boss battle, you basically fight him in like, like black desert storm.
Yeah. It's such an interesting like, it's weird because like when you talk about this game, it's like doesn't make any sense, but at the same time it makes perfect sense. Like, you have to just play it.
And you're playing through it, and like you said, it's kind of constantly drip feeding you story beats from different places, and somehow doing a very good job of keeping them separate but connected. Like, you're getting a lot of like flashbacks from Matt Nicholson that aren't tied to right now, and you kind of have that story beat in the separate part of your head, and then you're kind of going through the main story, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the game, everything connects. And it's like, holy fucking shit, Matt Nicholson's my dad.
Yeah, it's wild.
Right? Yeah.
And then, like, a lot of it, too, is just, like, with the storytelling, too, it's like nothing is ever, like, straight up told to you. It's like you kind of have to guess and understand, like, what things are. Like, there is a rain that ages people, and if you get caught in it, it'll accelerate. So it's basically just accelerates time to be in the rain. There's never an explanation for that.
No, it's a fact of this universe, and this game sticks to it. It's not like it cares. It's like, that's the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Same with like the BTs, like they're coming over from Limbo, but it's not explained to you like that's not explained to you. You just kind of have to like figure it out. You know, like that's the beauty of it. I think the storytelling.
And it takes like, and it tells you enough to keep you going that you never feel ripped off. You never feel like you're not progressing, and like you know, and it's the way it's a wonderful. Death Stranding. Tells a story like no other game ever has. 2's going the same direction.
Yeah, it is.
But like, it really is. It's just the way he handles the story building is in fucking say. That's where the magic comes from with Kojima. That people, I think, if you let him take you on the ride, if like you said, you don't question the rain, you take it for what it is, and you continue on. You're going to be in for a wonderful experience. But if you're questioning this shit, he doesn't want you to play his fucking game.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you're nitpicking every little thing, like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, it doesn't have to. Like, that's not the point. Like, he's telling a story basically about, like, loss and, you know, the end of the world and love. There's loss, love, all these things, but it's wrapped up in this like wild apocalyptic story that doesn't make any sense, but somehow does. Like,
yeah, and you're like you're a dad, but you're not. You're in love with a baby that's not your baby, but it is. And it's not even a real baby.
But it is like
you're constantly confused with your emotions, and it's cool. It's right. It's like he puts you in a situation where it's okay to be confused because it's not real life. None of this is real, but he puts you in a place where he makes it feel fucking real, and it makes it feel like that thing is real, you know, because it's so like you said, it's so factually that's how it is. It makes you emotionally attached to these things too.
Yeah, it really does, because you're never sure the entire time you're playing this first game, like, what the extinction creature is, where it came from, like, what the Death Stranding really is, like, but, like, none of that really matters. The story is about Sam, like, crossing and connecting the world and finding his sister, you know? It's basically a story of a man trying to rescue his sister wrapped up in the most wild, insane shit. And it's never, like, really clearly explained to you, but you can't stop playing it because the level of intrigue and curiosity on your part is so high that you're like, I have to know what's going on here. And it's never even really fully explained to you, but by the end of the game, you're like, oh, I get it. I get what this is. I get what everything's going on. And I just don't know how he pulled that off with, like, such wild concepts. I don't like to sniff anybody's farts, but I don't understand how Kojima has done this. Like, I'm fine. I'm so glad you finally played it, and I see that you really have enjoyed it. That you see that it's such a hard game to let alone like explain, but like even say you liked playing it. Like, it's not. I don't even know if it's a game as much if it's its own. Like, yeah, it's like a Kojima ride. It's I don't when I log on, like, I open up my PlayStation to play Death Stranding. I don't say, I'm going to go play some video games, hon. Like, I'm going to go play some Death Stranding. Like, it's a different thing for me, even as a gamer. Yeah, it really is. And, like, I can see where you can't, coming off of, like, this game might not be for everyone, but it's definitely for me kind of aspect of it. I've been going the opposite route. Like, if you're a gamer, man, you should try this. Like, you might not like it. Stance. Like, you might not like it. You might not, like, watch that intro and be like, this is the most insane, intriguing thing I've ever seen, and I want to know what's going to happen. It is just something you should try, especially, like, nowadays you can get it for, like, $20 on Steam. It is worth a try just because it's so different from anything you'll ever play.
Yeah, it really is. And even if you don't like the side content of, like, delivery service, I think that the one of the really cool things of this game is it hits you with such hard, amazing story beats. And then it gives you this task of slowly delivering shit kind of difficultly, and you're just kind of wondering what the fuck's going on the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah, and it's like a 20-minute jaunt, say, and it's a fun distraction because you're like planting little anchors, you're planting ladders, people are liking your stuff, and you're like, oh, this is kind of pleasant, this is kind of wonderful. But, like, in the meantime, it's like the world has cancer, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, it's like everything is dying and dead, and, like, there's really no hope. And there's just, like, you're getting likes.
Yeah, and that's the thing that just, I feel like the theme of the first game is almost just, like, hopelessness. And, like, what do you do with that? Like, because everyone in this is just so hopeless. But, like, they keep going.
The point?
Yeah, like, why do you keep going at this point? And I think that's a good question to ask, like, especially for people who suffer with, like, depression. Like, I've been there, and, like, when things feel hopeless, man, you gotta just keep going. And I think that's the message of the first game.
Yeah, I think we've both been there, and maybe that's maybe why Death Stranding hits a little different. Maybe it kind of speaks to those really dark places without, actually confronting them. It's just kind of like we're in this together kind of thing. Like, someone else has felt this way. There's other people feeling this way. And even though there's some darkness and some dreariness, there's tons of beauty and maybe even some fun to be had.
Yeah, and it's just literally like, when it's hopeless, what do? Put one foot in front of the other and keep moving. Like, that's the point of the game.
And that's exactly what Sam does. And I've never seen a character go through, like, in a video game, go through so much like questionable situations and discoveries and difficulties and triumphs and just keep going. Like, he just, even when you see him and he goes, I'm done, he doesn't actually stop. He keeps going. Like,
yeah, he does.
His words do not actually fit his actions ever. He never stops. Even when he says, I'm done, he's not done. And I think it's why Sam is such a lovable character.
And yeah, too, like, I think Higgs is also, like, the polar opposite. Like, when all hope is gone, he just wants to destroy everything, whereas Sam just wants to keep going.
Where Higgs says, let's have fun in this apocalypse. Sam says, no, let's try to not make it an apocalypse, bud.
Yeah, let's try and make this, a world again.
Right, and it's definitely, and the thing is, too, about Sam's character, he's not one to do it himself. He needs direction. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't necessarily know how to do it, but he knows how to get there. He knows how to do one thing, and he knows how to do it really fucking well. And it's cool to be a part of that machine. It's like you're like just a wheel. You're a cog in the giant machine that the chiral network ends up being, and you feel it, but you also feel good about it most of the time.
yeah, most of the time. And you are, like, the most important piece. Like, you're the Giga Chad that gets there because no one else, like all these scientists who invent these things and these politicians who are trying to unite America, it's like none of them could literally go out there and walk the miles it's going to take, except for Sam.
Yeah, he's the mule. Like, not asshole, but he is. He's the fucking workhorse of the post-apocalyptic rebuilding of the world. And when you start up Death Stranding, you have no idea what you're getting into, and, like, that actually ends up being the story.
Yeah, it really does.
And not, it's like, and there's just tons of other side stuff that's crazy, but I do think at the end of the day, you're right. I think the theme of the first game is hopelessness and loneliness, and not giving into it, but confronting it, addressing it, and moving on.
Yeah, keep one foot going, keep going, just keep moving, and eventually you will, there is light at the end of the tunnel, I think, is the message of the first game, which is probably why it hits different for, people who have suffered through any kind of depression or mental problems. You should just, like, play this game. It's like, just be Sam, man. Just keep going.
Yeah. And and even admittedly, like, right now, it's a hard time in my life. And Death Stranding 2 came along, and when I play it, it makes me feel good. Even when I'm sad, I can play Death Stranding and feel something. It's cool.
Yeah, it's so good. Everything's going great in my life, and I'm still loving it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. There is something for everyone. Like, you don't have to be sad to respect the Death Stranding fun, but if you are sad, you still get to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is one of those. This is like one of the most shocking games ever to me because, like, I didn't really like the Metal Gear series that much. I thought the gameplay was fun, but the story was just awful to me because I couldn't follow it. I didn't like anything about it.
Fair. It's a fair assessment.
Yeah, I hate open world games just running to a checkpoint. Like, nothing about this game seems like I would like it, but it is legit one of the best games I have ever played. Like, you will never have an experience playing a video game like this. It's completely unique.
I think that's that's why it's hard to recommend because it's hard to classify even as a video game. It just so happens to be the media in which it was presented.
Yeah. And I always whenever I tell people about it, I'm like, I don't recommend it as an actual video game, but as an experience, you should try it. You should.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking for like a puzzle game, don't play this fucking game. Like, if you're looking for a Madden, no. Call of Duty, no. If you want to like just really, when I say get lost, I mean like let someone just take you away. Like, you will have no clue where you're at for like 80 hours.
Yeah.
Play some Death Stranding, dude, because it won't even let you know until it's important. It just doesn't bother you with it. It's like, we'll tell you when you need to know.
And it is like, even that first like opening where you're just running around and then you take your mom up and you're like, this is a game? But you don't stop playing it. You never stopped playing it until you suddenly beat it. Like, I just remember that experience from it. Like, by the time I got through Act 1 and like, I'm just like, I keep hitting rocks. It's on that fucking trike. It's frustrating. I'm fucking done with this bike. I'm just going to walk. And I'm like, I'm just walking back and forth. But like, why can't I stop playing this? It's like, because I don't know. I have to know what's going to happen. And am I having fun? I don't know, but I'm still doing it. Like, I'm still doing this.
Kojima like gives you like this time period of like questioning this game all the time.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah.
This
like,
kind of sucks.
This isn't fun.
Like, but then, you don't stop. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is kind of cool. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Then you keep going.
That's the experience. Like, the first, like, 10 hours of this game, you're going to be running into rocks, falling down hills. Like, how the fuck do
packages in the river.
Yeah, like, what do you mean I can't get across this river? Now I got to go around this way. How the fuck do I get up this mountain? And then, like, suddenly you're 30 hours in going, I gotta get up this hill. How am I gonna, I'm like, I need to get up this hill. Like, it's so wild. It's a weird experience.
It's not that the hill, it's just not, like, that hill is no longer going to stop me. It's just another obstacle.
Yeah.
I'll get over that. I'm just gonna start running at it, and you just do, and you get over it, and you don't know how, but you end up where you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
it's wild.
It's wild. It's like, do you know what the worst part of Skyrim is to me? Running across the open world and you get to a mountain and you're like, well, how the fuck do I get over this mountain? This is the entire game of Death Stranding, and it somehow works.
It's not only like, you know the mountain's coming. You can fucking see it coming. You know you're gonna climb that mountain. You don't even know how, but you just walk real fucking slow at this giant mountain. And then you get to the bottom of it and you're like, well, I'm fucking here, so I'm just gonna try. And somehow you make it. And the thing is, though, like, you'll see other people's shit now. And you'll be like, oh, people went this way too, and they struggled. And like,
yep, they overcame it. This guy's not better than me. I could do this.
Right, and then you get to the top and you're like, we did that together.
Yeah.
You know, you're like talking shit, but at the end of the day, you're doing it together. And you're like, okay, thanks everybody. If I'm glad that thing was there. Like that battery charger actually was pretty key.
Yeah, and then it's even like the way that game progresses, because it's like you start, like you said, in the hills of Scotland on the East Coast, and everything's nice. Then you get into this third chapter, which is way too long and it's way too big of an area. And then near the end, you're like, oh god, now we're on a snowy mountain. That's what I need. I need winter now.
I need winter. But dude,
yeah.
those grappling points though.
Oh yeah, then you can zip lines.
The zip lines, yes.
Things are just like getting built. Like now there's a road here. I'm gonna contribute to this road. It just works somehow, and it's like so weird that it does. I don't understand it. And then it has the scariest part in any video game too.
Dude, when I know. Well, the Death Stranding 2, the whale like came up to his face. Were you freaked?
I was freaked out. Yes, I have trouble. I'm having trouble with the whales.
It's real heavy on whales. Death Stranding 2, no spoilers. It's heavy on whales. It's pretty right off the bat.
Yeah, dude, he put a fucking whale in the Kojima logo at the beginning. I don't know if you caught that. It's in the logo now. It's every time you load up the game.
I keep my game on rest mode, so I never load the game up. But I'm gonna restart next time.
I do, because I gotta do my gotcha stuff, and then when I restart, I'm like, the Kojima logo, I'm just like, skip before this whale attacks this guy on the moon.
It's part of it, man. The game is so full of. It's so detailed. The detail in this game, and I think that's what contributes to what makes it so remarkable. Like the parts that are frustrating are purposefully frustrating. Like it's supposed to piss you off.
Yeah, it's supposed to be frustrating. And that's like, we didn't even talk about how cool the BTs are when they actually get a hold of you. So like, if a BT catches you, it's like, then it like put you in a tar pit when these bodies are like dragging you down into the tar. If they actually pull you into the tar, you get sucked away under a tar belt to fight usually some sort of squid and or whale.
And or Satan.
Yeah, or Satan's in there. Like, it's just, they're so wild. Like, I remember the first time one of those fuckers caught me, I was just like, what is happening? I was like, I gotta get out of here. And then the first time it like sucks you down where you actually get caught and like takes you, and now you got this fucking like crazy giant black squid attacking you, and like just crazy shit floating around trying to get out of it. Like, that's so intriguing. Like, what is this?
Because the game is so like barren and beautifully isolated, and then all of a sudden it's just like ink hell.
Yeah,
literally just like out of nowhere, and these like creatures that aren't even semblances of like horror. Like I never really thought of whales as horror, but like somehow this game is making whales pretty fucking creepy.
Oh dude, they're terrifying.
They really are. A big black whale with tiny eyes is terrifying. I don't know what it is, but it's hitting me, and I don't even have the phobia. So.
Yeah, dude, when you have a phobia of whales, this game is rough. Like, dude, that tar belt, like, so you get to the end of this game, and it's like, Amelie is her name, your sister mom, and she's across this tar belt, and the only, like, you can't walk across it, so the only way to get across it is to be caught by the Death Stranding, and then run across the tar. Well, fucking whales are just coming at you. It's insane. It's so terrifying. Like,
I hate this.
I hated it. I was shaking. Like, I almost had a panic attack. I finally, like, I had to pause it, and then I, like, calmed myself down, and then I came back, and I just stared at my feet and tried to, like, you know when you look at the mini-map and just run at it?
You did, like, a periph run? Like,
yeah, like, and then, like, right after that, you fight the giant BT with the huge dick, or umbilical cord, I guess. Looks like a dick.
The big dick BT.
The big dick BT. And that's the thing with the first game. There's so many unanswered questions. Like, so these beach things, why is there a giant one with the big dick? Then there's like, he keeps seeing those ones in the sky.
Oh, so those ones, I do know the answer to the question.
Oh, you know that
floating ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, the floating ones are the other past entities. So that's the number of extinctions.
Oh, so they're the last extinctions. That makes sense.
So Amelie would be up there next. Like, she'd be joining those floating ones.
Yeah, those things are fucking creepy.
But, like, the generic, like, floating ones in the regular world, I mean, I think those are just,
Yeah, I'm talking about, those big ones up in the sky that you see occasionally. Those are the past extinction entities.
Yeah, they're, like, looking onward from the past. Like, it's, like, a weird, just, like, retrospect, like, you're supposed to witness them,
Yeah.
Reminder that that happened kind of thing.
Yeah, and I will say, like, I'm so glad this is one of your love for this game convinced me to play it, and I'm so happy I did.
I'm glad, man, and I'm adamant. It's a hard recommend. You kind of have to go in with your own time, your own mentality. I think you went into it and in the right frame of mind. You're like, I know that this isn't what. I can't even know what to expect from this. Like, I don't even know what's gonna happen.
What's funny is I went into it like, I hate Kojima, I hate open world games, but it's only $17, and this is literally Andrew's favorite game ever. I'm like, I feel like I should try this, and I was hooked, man. The second you're in that cave and the fucking footprints are just like coming around you, I'm like, well, this is insane, and I want to know what's happening. And it just it gets its hooks into you so fast. Like, just play the first like half hour, the part where the body nukes. Like, even when you're in that truck with the guy and it starts raining, he's like trying to pull that guy out, and the fucking rain's hitting him, and he's aging him, so he just shoots him. And then
he just fucking murders him and tries to kill himself.
Yeah, he fucking shoots the other guy as he's getting dragged away by the fucking BTs, and then he tries to blow his own brains out. What is this?
Yes. What is this? Well, yeah. It just draws you in like that, and it's one of, like, I think 2 games. I think this game and Last Guardian. I don't know if you've ever played that game.
I played Last Guardian,
Yeah. I think we talked about that. This game and Last Guardian are the 2 games I actively was sobbing while playing the game.
Yeah.
Like, since we're, like, talking all Death Stranding spoilers, when you had to take BB to the furnace, dude, and they, like, the song BB's theme started, and, like, you're like retracing old footprints with him. It's like the first time you use them, you're going back through with his dead body. You're like, oh my
god, yeah. And then when he's giving him like, CPR,
he's like, I'm gonna take him out, and Guillermo del Toro's like, just do it, I guess. Just try. I don't, just do it.
Yeah, just
like,
do it.
He's trying to tell you it's not gonna work and all this stuff, and then he's like, just do it, I guess. And then Sam just, he gives him CPR.
Yeah.
And the game is so good with, you still don't know if he's going to come back. Like, you never know. Because it could go either way so well. That Sam just loses BB because, I mean, that just makes the most sense. But maybe Sam gets a break here. Maybe it finally pays off.
Yeah, we'll like something goes. Game. The second one to find out.
Right. Well, I'm just saying it, but like he does at least bring him back, and then that's such like a roller coaster fucking ride, right? And
yeah, and after all of it is truly like a happy ending. Like, he has BB alive. It's like his son now, and he lost a son, didn't he? I think in the first, his wife and child died. He has that picture of them that he carries around.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was a son or daughter, but yeah, I think he lost his family.
Yeah, he definitely lost his family. Like, that's part of Sam's character.
Mm-hmm. and it's a remarkable thing that, like, yeah, through everything, Sam's like gaining tons of friends, like tons of interesting people, tons of experiences. He's kind of becoming a fatherly figure without, even needing, like, having a wife. He's just kind of reestablishing his family, and everything, like, through his trials and tribulations, he does get a lot out of it that's good, a lot of that's bad. But, like, the game makes it seem like it is completely unfathomable to have any kind of real happiness, and somehow it's like you have a lot of cool, quirky, cute fun.
Yeah, you do. It's such a good
you become
game.
like kind of become a dad, and like,
Yep.
you're like taking your kid and you're like pissing on some rocks and
Piss on rocks. You stop the apocalypse. You're a dad now. Everything's going your way, and then that's the end. And like, how is this going to be a sequel? And so far, it's been a great one. So,
yeah, I mean, I do want to ask this. So, out of 10, what would you give Death Stranding 1?
I'd actually give Death Stranding 1 just as an experience a 10.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, like as a game, 7. But
Yeah.
As an experience, I think this is a classic. Like, this is something as a gamer you should give it a shot. Pick it up on sale. You'll never experience anything like it.
And I think that's why I've played so many video games in my life, and like, this is one that just, again, it's nothing you can't explain it, and nothing you've ever experienced before.
Yeah, it's the most unique game you'll ever play, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and Death Stranding 2, I mean, it's shaping up to be.
Yeah, like, we'll probably have I don't know if we'll have it beat by the next cast we do. Maybe.
It depends.
We've been going.
Yeah, I don't even know how long the game is, to be honest.
Yeah, I will give you I've mapped half of Australia already, so I don't know.
Okay, I would say I'm at about 40% of Australia, 35.
And we've been going every 2 weeks lately, although that's been more like because life has been happening, so.
Yeah, that was actually just stuff neither of us could really change, so.
Yeah, our control. So we might have a show next week, or we might just wait and then once we beat Death Stranding, have a show. We'll see what happens.
Well, the other thing, dude, we kind of forgot. Kazan, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot all about Kazan.
Because Kester, you gotta play female Kazan.
I do have to play female Kazan as soon as that's after Death Stranding, because I don't think there's anything after that for a while, right? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we're pretty open for a bit here. This was there's a little bit of a lull. Death Stranding 2 was definitely the big one on the radar for a bit.
Yeah, and I think too, like, if you were gonna release a game giving, Death Stranding a birth, like I'm not gonna release at the same time as Death Stranding 2. Makes sense.
Right. It looks like we're getting football.
Oh yeah, all the football stuff happens.
Tony Hawk's coming out.
Not Tony Hawk, but yeah, I'm not gonna play Tony Hawk. I'm going Berserker, Lady Berserker. Hello.
Well, Donkey Kong comes out 2 days after me birthday, so I think I might be playing that this month, because I need to play something on my fucking Switch too, man.
Yeah, you really do. I'm gonna be playing Lady Berserker. Ooh, it's a lady.
Ooh, with a lady. Wildgate comes out. Did we talk about Wildgate?
Oh yeah, we should play Wildgate. Yeah.
That comes out the end of July, so July 22nd, Wildgate comes out.
Okay, so by then I'll have the 22nd I'll have Death Stranding and Berserker Kazan done. Are you kidding me?
I will be impressed with Berserker Kazan. That game seems to be quite the ringer.
We'll see.
I will challenge you. If you can get Kazan, I don't know how long Death Stranding is, and like, that's a game, in my opinion, I don't want to rush. I don't think any rush.
No.
Like, once you kind of get to a flow, just play it.
That's what, like I said, I made the mistake of, like, because when I played that first one, I just beelined my own story, and it still took like 40 hours. And I was doing the same thing with this one, but then when I was watching your stream and you were like, yeah, just go cozy with it. I've been going cozy with this second one now. So, like, I've been doing everything. I'm building roads. I'm picking up every package I find. I'm clearing out camps. Like, I'm taking my time with it. I'm in no hurry to beat it because the next thing, when's it going to be? And it's probably not going to be as good.
Yeah, it's got to be a palate cleanser that's kind of like Wildgate might actually be a good game to play because it'll be multiplayer. There's no real comparisons we can have.
Yeah, so that might be.
It could probably be pretty fun to jump into that. But I'll probably play some Kazan if I have some time as well, just to check out the update.
Yeah, definitely where you got to beat Death Stranding because we got to come back and have like full spoilers on that.
I can't wait, dude. Yeah. I can't even fathom, and I'm staying away from spoilers. I have no fucking clue what's coming, and I almost don't want to play it. It's one of those, like, I don't want to progress the story because it's just so kind of good.
Yeah, dude, I've run into the issue of, like, do I want to progress the story today or just do side stuff because I don't have that much time and I'm going to get, like, too invested and then I'm going to want to keep going?
Yes, there will be, like... Sometimes I'll log on and just be like, I'm going to do one full route here, and then I'm just going to log off. Because if I do the story, it could be 10 minutes, it could be 4 hours.
Yeah, it could
I don't know. So.
Yeah. So, all right. Is that the show? Do you have anything else you want to add?
I guess the only other thing is I beat Lies of P, the DLC.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's been so long.
We haven't podcasted. I did beat that on stream. If anyone wants to go watch that on Defense 14. But yeah, I beat that, and thanks to you did mention to put it on easier difficulty. I noticed that it was just obscenely harder. I had a great build. I beat the game prior to this. I would say, like, good at the game. Like, I'm well spoken in it, and it was just it was way too hard for what it was doing. So putting it on easy made the game a lot more enjoyable, and I did first try the end boss, which I think I just got lucky, but I didn't get any frustration, and I enjoyed it. I think it lacked something. I don't really know what it was. I just don't think it had the hit like the end of the first one did.
Yeah, I think it was just too much of the same thing. It was like,
yeah, maybe too long.
Yeah, like, it's good, but like, it was already good. I think if you played it as part of the original package, like, you've never played Lies of P and then you played Lies of P and the DLC at the same time, it's like you wouldn't even be able to notice the difference of where the DLC started, what was DLC and what wasn't. So
I think you're right. I think it melded. It like meant it wasn't better than the original game, but it wasn't worse. It was like the same. It went together so well that when I beat it, I was like, I kind of feel like I need to beat the game, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So, like, it felt like it was kind of unresolved in the sense of it really went well with the original game, and just maybe as a standalone. It took way too fucking long to get to. It took me like 3 days to get just to the DLC.
Yeah, it did take a while. Like, I had an account that was close, but that was the thing about, like, because I must have started a new game that I, like, played like half the game and just quit. So, like, I used that one, but, like, I had no idea what I was doing build wise, what items I had gotten, what I hadn't gotten. It kind of made it
for sure
trickier.
Yeah, and I don't know. It felt. I kind of got that Elden Ring feeling of just this is take. By the time I got to the DLC, I was really tired.
I had enough.
Like, well, no, I was just kind of ready to beat the game, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm starting the really hard DLC now, and I'm like trying to. I'm just kind of tired. Like,
yeah,
like the game was the first one, in my opinion, was the perfect length. It was kind of long, actually, and then
it is a little long.
It is, and then the DLC is a little long. So you get your money's worth, I think, for sure. I think it's a great DLC. Nothing to take away from it. It's just like as a standalone package, I don't know if it hits like the first game did. It really, you need the first game with it for it to hit, I think, the full potential.
Yeah, it was fun, but yeah, you're right.
I think you're right. I think it's like a 7 out of 10.
It's a 7 out of a 10 out of a 10 game. So, you know, I actually didn't play anything besides. I went back to Zenless Zone Zero, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
Gotcha it up.
Yeah, I gotched it up because I didn't want to buy a game because I knew I was going to play Death Stranding, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go check out Zenless because they got to season 2 finally.
Okay.
And my only problem with that game originally was its lack of content. And they really fixed that. Like, there's so much going on now. It's really good. I think it knows, like, it senses whenever you've been away for a long time, because my gacha pulls were so insanely lucky. Like, I've never hit anything like that before.
Like it throws like a hidden like 15 extra% your way.
Yeah,
you
like,
been here for a couple days.
First of all, it gave me a bunch of free wishes for coming back, and I guess I had a bunch saved up because I must have been saving for a character.
Yeah.
Like, but I stopped playing it because it was like the grind to level up your characters. It takes too long to level up your characters. And there's nothing else to do besides level up your characters. So it kind of made me stop playing the game. But now there's like so much content going on. It's like I don't mind waiting to level up my characters because I have like other things to do. But yeah, I got like the 2 new characters, got one of their weapons, and I pulled like 50 pulls. It was insane.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It's like the game is tricking me to come back in. And the new girl is one of the most fun, like, action game combats I've ever played. Like, it is so much fun. Like,
wow.
Yeah, she's so hot. Well, they're always all hot. But just, like, the way her combos work and the parrying, like, it is a really fucking solid game now.
What's her gist? Is she like a witch or something? Like what's her thing?
She is the head of a temple, and she uses yin and yang magic, which is kind of cool.
So is she like black and white?
Kind of, yeah.
Or that's cool. That's
awesome. She has black and white. She has 2 supers. And then like I got her assistant, who is like this little girl who's a tagger girl, and she is hilarious. So like they've like really nailed just like the content in that game. I would highly recommend it.
Oh, that's good. Honestly, like I know my girlfriend likes gacha games, so she sometimes asks me for a random game. She'll go on like streaks, so maybe I'll turn her on to that.
Yeah,
she might have fun.
Because as someone who didn't like, I always like that game. It just came down to like, there wasn't enough content for a gamer like me, where like I can sink hours into a game sometimes. Like I was just done. I did everything in that game in like a week.
Right, you crushed it.
Yeah, and now there's like so many side areas. I like what they do for the story because they like let you play as every character, so you don't even really have to pull anyone to try everyone. It's really a good idea.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
it's
very
just a
nice.
matter of like to push them, like to actually use them to their full capacity. You got to get them
correct, or to do the end game content, which like I can't even clear the end game content because you need 2 teams and I have 1. But another thing they did that's really cool is you remember the shark girl?
Yeah.
They buffed her, so like they're trying to keep the old characters relevant, which most Scotch games don't do. Like they're just power crept out of the game.
Yeah, you wouldn't see them ever again, basically. That's cool.
To get you to keep spending money. So at least like, you know, they're trying to keep the characters relevant. And you could probably beat the content with any team you wanted. It just takes forever to fucking level them up. That's the only problem with the game. But love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I speaking of hot chicks though, I did get Stellar Blade and I've been playing it on on Steam on the side. I streamed it for a little bit up until Death Stranding, but Yeah, it's good. I got to fishing now. I'm fishing now.
Oh, dude, the fishing in that game is so good for some reason.
I know, it's so sad. I'm having a great time.
It's so
So
relaxing.
playing that. Yep, and on a real positive fun note, my girlfriend started Expedition 33.
Ooh, nice. She liking it?
Yes. She likes Gustav, so we'll see how it goes.
Ouch. Yeah. Robert Pattinson.
That's what I said. I was like, "Hon, doesn't that look like Edward?" She's like, "It does." And then she played for so she got to the open world. So she got pretty far, like the open world first part. Yeah, she got through the Gamage and everything, and then we called it a night, and she was like, "I like that game." We put it on story difficulty, and she's cruising through. She's able to beat whatever she wants and parry. She's having difficulties, but it's not frustrating, and she's parrying sometimes, and when she gets like the 3 parries in a row, me and her like scream in the room, and there's like it's like fireworks on the TV because of how cool the counters are, and it's just it's turning out to be a really wonderful like multiplayer game with my girlfriend. So
yeah, just another reason that game is great.
Yeah, it brings people together. It's wonderful, together. It's been so that came back. Expedition 33 came back, and I'm glad. I'm reliving it and watching her experience. Yeah. The like beauty of the Gamage of being like happy and sad, and like it's just really cool.
Nice. Yeah, it was tough this week because I didn't want to buy anything. I actually played a lot of Neo 2 again.
Oh, dude, nice.
Because we were talking about Neo 2 on the last show, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to play some Neo 2 till Death Stranding comes out. And then
I downloaded the fucking Neo 3 demo, and it was a timed exclusive demo, so I missed it.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, well.
I know. I missed it by a day. I was like, I guess I'll play Neo 3 tonight. And I'm like, I guess I won't.
That does blow. Well, there's next month we're going to have the Resident Evil demo, and I don't even want to play that. Like I didn't
even know there was going to be a demo.
Yeah, the Resident Evil 9 demo, because it'll just piss me off.
I'll play it. I'll play it for us.
You can play it and let me know. Because, I'll play it and I'll get so mad that the game's not out.
I'll tell. Yeah, the thing is, I'm patient. I'll just be like, yeah, dude, it's real good.
Yeah.
I'll give you a synopsis. I'll give you my like pros cons. See what I think about it.
Yeah, they did have that developer interview on RE9 this week, and there was some good stuff in there. Like, so originally the game was going to be an online open world co-op game. And they realized nobody's going to want to play this. This is not what Resident Evil fans want. So good on them for realizing that.
Wow, that is something I never thought I'd hear.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just like the live service bubble blew up while they were in the middle of making a live service and they realized how bad of an idea it was, but good on them for not doing that.
Applaud you guys, yep.
Yeah, and then they also said that Leon was originally going to be the main character, but they came to the conclusion that like you can't have a horror game with Leon because it's like Leon's not gonna be afraid of anything.
That's like right. It's like throwing Kratos at something. He's not scared.
Yeah.
Like he's not afraid of it.
Yeah,
it's true. It's a good point. You can't throw Superman at anything and be
scared. You
scared.
think like fucking Leon's afraid of a serial killer? Like one
right,
guy, one human guy? Like no.
You just see what he fought in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Like anything. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's no way. Like
that's a great point.
Yeah, so that's kind of funny. That's why they scrapped him as the main character. They were like, we actually wanted to make a horror game, and we realized you couldn't with Leon. That's so true. Because we talked about that with Resident Evil, like, 7 when we were originally playing it. It's like, if Chris or Leon were in that situation, that game would have been over before it started. He would have just come in, suplex Jack, fucking rip the girl's head off, like...
Exactly. It would not like nothing would have. There would have been no point to making a game. It would have been like a side event, side quest in some other game.
Yeah, so good on them. So there was a lot of like, and they did show gameplay, and the first person, third person does look really cool. Like, I feel like it will be fun to play it all in first person, then maybe go back and do it all in third person. Like, I don't know if like switching back and forth would be as cool.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same about it. It might be a cool incentive to keep it a little fresh on the second playthrough. I always have trouble with second playthroughs of games, but I did find myself wanting to like replay 8 after Ethan became third person, just to kind of see the world in a different light and, you know, experience it a little bit different.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go like with whatever the default is, and then the next playthrough switch it, because I do tend to play Resident Evil games more than once.
Yeah, and I'm realizing the benefit of replaying games nowadays, how much fun I've actually been having doing that, so I anticipate replaying it as well. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to play everything on default, and then whenever see what I like, and then probably just play it on hard and then change the perspective.
Yeah, there was also, what was that other game? Oh, why am I blanking on it? With the hot girl with the Arthurian lore, where you can like
out?
No, but you know what I'm talking about. What's that game called? Is it Tides of Annihilation?
Maybe. Oh man, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm totally blanking on that.
Yeah, they said
is that come out?
No, but it's getting a trailer soon, and they announced it's co-op and it's getting a demo. So
you are right. It is Tides of Annihilation.
Oh,
good job.
Nice. So yeah,
you did nail it. So wait, say that again. Sorry, I was typing that in.
It's actually going to be a co-op game, and it's going to have a demo and a new trailer soon. So I'm excited for that.
Ooh. Would you play the demo of this game?
No, I don't like demos, man.
Hey, I'm not holding it against you. I'm just asking. I'm asking a question. That's fine.
Demos are just blue balls waiting to happen, man.
Oh, and I sorry, the show we were supposed to end, but Firebreak came out. Did you play it?
No, because you told me it was bad.
Yeah, I just want to tell the audience. It's rough. It's a rough go. I'm sad I bought it. I didn't know it was going to be a Game Pass game. But I bought it, and I've been playing it with this like a group of people. We've been trying it each patch. They just dropped another patch like yesterday, so we're gonna try it again this week. But it's one of those, every time we play it, it's just a new annoying bug or new annoying thing. Like, so healing points weren't loading in for just people who were joining games in specific areas. Like, it was really a weird bug, and it really made the game frustrating. Like, it fucking sucked.
Yeah, buggy mess.
Yeah, so, but again, I think it has, I don't want to even say good bones. I think it has clever ideas, and I think that there's some fun to be had there. I think if they cook a little bit, they might have a little bit of a niche game here, but I'm not seeing this going anywhere far, honestly.
Dude, for a game like that, too, it's like the first impressions matter, because players are going to fall off quick.
Oh, yeah. I don't see anyone coming back.
Like,
and the only reason I'm going back is because... Yeah, right. And the only reason I'm going back is because I have 2 hardcore streamer friends that are like, we really want to give this game a shot. And I'm like, well, I bought it, so
yeah,
I guess I'll
well
play it. That's literally it. If I didn't buy this game, I don't know if I'd even team back up with them and be like I might just ask them to play something else.
Yeah, like, I wanted to try it, but I've not heard good things, and I just haven't had any, like, multiplayer gaming time lately. And I mean, because everyone fell off. It's the same thing. Marvel Rivals, like, nobody's playing Marvel these days, so I think everyone's just kind of waiting for the next multiplayer game.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Firebreak is, I don't think it ever will be it.
No,
so I think we need to continue on.
I think Wildgate's going to be the next thing.
I think you're right. I mean, I know me, you, and my nephew are interested in it, and he's becoming the gamer god we need.
Yeah,
we deserve.
We're too old. We need a young person to carry us.
Yeah, we need a young buck to put in the hours, show us the ropes, and then that's the thing. We're veteran enough to catch on quick, and we don't need to spend the hours like learning. You know, you just tell us what to do, and we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll handle it.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm sure I can get like a couple of people to play that too. So that'll be the next like multiplayer game I'm into.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time, and well. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of in the Death Stranding 2 lull, which has honestly been a wonderful experience, and I don't want it to really end.
No, I'm just going to keep playing Death Stranding until, the next thing, so I'm in no hurry, and I'm loving it.
Yep, agreed. So, a 10 out of 10 game going into a very, very, very promising sequel.
Yeah, everything's lining up for this to be 10 out of 10 as well, so.
I cannot wait to see what this game ending is. I cannot wait to see if he's lining up a trilogy or if we're going to just be like, I don't know. I have no clue.
Who knows, man, because I wouldn't have thought this game would exist after like the way that first one, ends, so.
Exactly. So we'll see. I'm excited.
We'll see. Hopefully the next show will be probably just more Death Stranding, which is awesome. So.
And female Kazan.
Dude, I don't have any money currently. So once I get some money, I will.
Fair.
I'll tell you why off stream.
She's waiting.
Yeah, as soon as I can get some money going, but I have some issues with that. I'll tell you when we're not on the podcast. So.
All right, man. Sounds good. It was fun.
It was fun. If you made it this far, thank you.
Yes, thanks everybody. Appreciate you.
All right, bye.